Hello everyone. So let's have another ADF interview question. What is a dataset in ADF? So let me take you to the example first. So suppose we have two blob storage are there. One is a, you can say that one is a blob storage and one is a data lake storage. And there are several files are inside into the blob storage and several files are inside into the data lake storage, right? This is, you can say that one file, two file and three file, and then one file, two file and three file, right? So to particularly point to this particular file one into the blob storage, we need to create a data set, right? And of, and for to particularly point to the file 2 of the data lake storage, we again need to create one separate data set for that also. So that is what I have explained into my document. Let me show you one more thing. So let me suppose this is one database, right? This is one database, and inside this database you can say that several tables are there. This is one table, this is two second table, this is third table, this is fourth table, this is fifth table. So to particularly point to the any of this table, we need to create a separate data set for the same, right? So now let me go to the definition. A dataset is a named view of a data that simply points or reference the data you want to use in your activities as input and outputs. And datasets identify data within different data stores such as tables, files, folders, and documents. So suppose I give you one example. Suppose I want to move data from one of these data one of this blob storage and one of this file. I want to move data into this particular table. So in this particular case we need to create two different data sets as well as two different link services, right? So that what example I have taken over here. In Azure blob dataset specifies the blob container and folder in blob storage from which the activity should read the data, right? Now, before you create a data set, you must create a link service to link your data store to the service, right? So for all these different locations, you need to create three different link services, right? Because this is a data, this is a blob storage, this is a data lake storage gen 2, and this is SQL, Azure SQL database, right? So all these are three different services. So for all these three, you need to create three different link services, right? Now, to create a data set with the Azure Data Factory Studio, you need to go to this pencil icon over here, right? Then you need to click to the plus, and then data set will be appear. You need to click on that data set, and then which kind of data set you want to create. So suppose it is a blob storage, then you need to select Azure blob storage from here, right? Then if it is a data lake storage, then you need to select Azure data lake storage gen 1 or gen 2, whatever it is, you need to select over here. And if it is a Azure SQL DB, then you need to select Azure SQL from this list, right? That you can search over here Azure SQL. Then in the database you will find it over there, right? Next, if you have selected the Azure blob storage, then it will give you the multiple options that choose the format type of your data. So if your format type is a binary, if your format type is a binary, then you can select binary format. If your format type is a CSV file, then you can see select delimited text. Parquet, it is allowed. Excel file also you can select. JSON file also you can select, right? So from which format you want your data to be stored, that format you have to select from here, right? So and then if then you can name your data set, right? Suppose it is a CSV file, then you can say that employee.csv, employee.csv, and in the destination also you can select the employee, or you can select dbo.employee, right, as a destination table. So this is known as a data set in Azure Data Factory. So thank you so much everyone. We will meet again in the next video as soon as possible. Thank you.